You're here with Stitch and the Stitch Gang. Let's get it cracking before Mom gets home and she beats my butt.
Alright, tomorrow's the big day. Gonna meet my fans. Gotta rest up and be ready to do the best meet and greets ever. Surely nothing bad will happen to me before then. Hi, I'm Bryson, and this story revolves around...
Hey guys, go ahead and like and subscribe, and maybe one day I'll get to meet you guys in person.
my ears. And if you take a look at the Bryson character sheet, you'll notice that while the young versions of me have ears, the current version doesn't, because I don't listen. But for the purposes of this video, whenever we're talking about my ears, I'm just gonna do that. As I was preparing for VidCon, my ear started to hurt a bit. I had a feeling it was an ear infection, so I took some medication and hoped it would clear up before the con. My family and I flew out, started setting up the booth, and then ate dim sum together. The next day, we finished setting up and began...
You know, it's really weird that I did this video today because I was just talking to Mom about doing something like VidCon and meeting all you guys in person so we can do, maybe we can do a face reveal. But before we get there, we have to get 100,000 subs. So make sure you like and subscribe and send this video to all of your friends.
And relaxing in the pool to prepare for the busy days ahead. My ear was still feeling funky, but I thought it was no big deal and would heal up with my trusty eardrops. I was happy. I was content. And the universe laughed. I went to bed blissfully ignorant of the horrors that lay ahead. In the middle of the night, I was stabbed awake by a horrible pain that felt like this.
Oh my God!
Can you stop?
Oh my goodness, that looks painful. It's like a commercial.
In summary, it hurt. A lot. But I was still in denial. It was just a tiny ear infection. I wrestled with the pain for what felt like an eternity, trying desperately in vain to fall back asleep. Eventually, I just started silently weeping. And then, out of frustration, I punched my mattress, which woke up Brenner, who was sleeping on the top bunk. That's a testament to how much pain I was in, since Brenner sleeps so heavily he could nap through an earthquake. That's not hyperbole. He slept through a real earthquake once. What's wrong, man? My ear hurts. Why didn't you wake anyone up to help you?
When my ear hurts really bad, Mom puts this stuff in my ear, and it's called, I think it's called sweet water. It's like this stuff. You get it from the store, and you just drop it in your ear. You move your head over like that, and then you just drop it in, and it fixes all the pain.
I didn't want to be a burden. Planning your funeral would be a burden. You're going to the hospital. Brenner woke up my parents, and they took me to the ER. The doctor looked in my ear and said,
"Yep, your eardrum's ruptured."
I was shocked. I always assumed that if your eardrum ruptured, that you would go deaf in that ear. Like in the movies when a gunshot goes off. But since I could still hear, I just assumed it couldn't be that. And I had no idea what had caused it. Apparently, eardrums can rupture spontaneously, which is awesome sauce. It's also possible that I had an ear infection, which weakened the eardrum and caused it to rupture. And going swimming the day before certainly didn't help anything. Then the doctor let Brenner, Mom, and Dad look in my ear, and they all winced. Brenner said it looked like a gaping hole in my head, like the eardrum was just gone. The doctor gave me medication and told me to set up an appointment with an ear, nose, throat specialist when I went home. Ruptured eardrum? I hope it's not ear-replaceable.
God, that's so gross.
I was so exhausted and in pain, all I could think about was sleep. I didn't know if I'd be able to do VidCon. We went back to the Airbnb and I slept while my family ran the booth. Everyone was asking them about me. When will Bryson be here?
We don't know. He's feeling sick.
Don't tell them that. They'll think that he's contagious. He's not sick. His eardrum exploded and he's in terrible pain. So we don't know if he's gonna...
I'm never one to disappoint, and fortunately, despite my lack of sleep, my medication was working. They got me on that good stuff. And I had an earplug in to protect my ear from excess noise. And I did the meet and greet, looking totally normal for sure. Luckily, that was my least busy day.
The worst was yet to come.
Nice to meet you. Huh?
Oh my God, that's gonna be so cool when I meet you guys.
I love your videos. What? You're so funny. Say what? Sorry, I can't hear you very well. Then that night, some friends and I got to go to Disneyland briefly. And I was in the mindset of, first we'll go on cars, use the fast pass on Incredicoaster, do single rider on Guardians, and then gun it to the other part. Got it? Go, go, go! But while I was trying to get us on the ride, we got a little held back because someone wanted to meet Lightning McQueen in the flesh, or in the steel. We got on the ride, and I don't know if it was a malfunction or something, but they just sent us through the ride twice. Brody was in heaven. Okay, the park's closing soon. We gotta get to the Incredicoaster.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick peek at the souvenirs.
Then he bought the entirety of the gift shop. Come on! We ran as fast as we could, but it was shut down due to a malfunction. There were people stuck in their seats at the beginning of the ride, imprisoned for all time. No!
That's one of my biggest fears, to be stuck in a roller coaster ride. I mean, weren't they scared?
Oh! Let's try to get to the Guardians while there's still time. It's shut down! No! California Adventure is closed! No! But Disneyland is still open. We can still catch Rise of the Resistance. Oh my God! We're closed. No!
Well, I think that was a great trip.
Exactly, bro.
The next day, I had 3 meet and greets coming up, but I decided to do my best to manage the pain and play it by ear. Since I'm an introvert, meet and greets are really hard for me, but also very rewarding. It's always great to meet you guys, so don't ever hesitate to say hi. Then I did a drawing panel with some other creators. Luckily, this time we handed the drawings out to people instead of throwing them as paper airplanes. I'll never forget the first drawing panel I did. I made a funny drawing, then folded it into a paper airplane and threw it into the crowd. And the moment I let go of the plane, I knew I had made a mistake. The crowd went feral. People were jumping, pushing, and grabbing. It was
That was an absolutely terrible idea. Now, why would you do that knowing they're going to fight over it?
nuts. But we did it for the first drawing, so we were committed to doing it for the rest of them on that panel. I'm never doing that again, I thought. But then the very next VidCon, they told us to do it. Despite my telling everyone to stay calm and stay seated, once we threw the planes, people were jumping out of their seats, moshing at the front, and pushing. I'd throw an airplane, multiple people would get a grip on it, and they would all pull, ripping the drawing to shreds. It was chaos. Like, guys, it's a 60-second drawing of a ham with a top hat. Chill. But luckily, this time the staff just handed the drawings out after the show. So there was no carnage. The casualties are dropping year by year. Most people who meet me survive the encounter. Hi, nice to meet you. Same here. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Thanks for coming. Bye. That night, they closed down the expo hall so that all the creators could experience all the booths. I got some free stuff, and my friends asked if I wanted to go out to eat, and I said, that sounds great. Then we all went out to eat more dim sum because I'm a
enough with the ear jokes, bro.
dim sum goblin. Pork buns, hot and sour soup, and dumplings hate to see me coming, I'll tell you what. You know that food in Studio Ghibli movies that you always wanted to eat? It was like that, but real. I made quick work of that and got some much needed shut-eye. I was pretty tired, but luckily today I only had to do 4 meet and greets. They call me the meter and greeter extraordinaire. And not to brag, but I did it all with a hole in my head. Because my fans are the coolest and sweetest ever. They deserve a creator who will show up for them. Dried blood on your plushie is just part of the experience, guys. And now y'all...
And that's how it's supposed to be, guys. It's like, when you guys comment and you stuff, I always reply back. So, you guys need to subscribe and send it to all your friends.
No, even if I broke my back, I'd still pull up. Hi, nice to meet you. Let me sign that. Do you want a picture? Yeah. Thank you. Finally, after several hours, I had done it. I went backstage and deflated in a chair. You can say no, but there's one more family that traveled a long way that missed you and really wants to meet you. And they were really sweet and understanding. And then finally, I was done for real this time. And now you know that if you met me at VidCon this year, my ear was busted the whole time. Once VidCon was over, my family and I were exhausted, but we had one more thing planned. And we were gonna do it right this time. Okay, we'll show up early, then we'll run to Nintendo World, ride Mario Kart, then while everyone else is trying to get to Mario Kart, we'll book it to Harry Potter. Go, go, go! Can I take a look at the souvenirs first? No! Then we approached the Jurassic Park ride that warned, you will get wet on this ride. So I put an earplug in and bought a poncho to be extra
Well, doesn't look like Mom's gonna let me ride that, because if I get wet, I'm ruined.
cautious. And my dad called me a wimp, like a supportive father. Don't worry, he later ate those words, along with a bucket's worth of theme park water.
Bad karma, bro. If you guys liking this video, go ahead and smash that like button and that subscribe button. Let's get it, guys.
My body was dry and my hairdo was high. All right, next ride. I did the right thing and protected myself. After all, I didn't want to be irresponsible. Also, I'm used to getting recognized at VidCon, but usually in other public spaces, I fly under the radar. So I was surprised by how many people recognized me at Universal. It was nice to meet people in a different setting. Sorry about the blood. Then we flew home. Fortunately, my ear hadn't been hurting as much, so I stopped taking the pain medication and just stayed on the antibiotic to fight the infection. But now that I was home, I had to actually set up an appointment to see what the recovery process would be like. Would I need surgery, an ear transplant, a head transplant? How long would it take? Who knows? I dialed the number. I was gonna set up the appointment all by myself like a true adult.
What's your insurance?
I don't know.
Who's your primary care provider?
I don't know.
Do you at least have an ID?
I don't know.
Show up in a week and we'll see what we can do.
Crushed it. I showed up, told them what happened, and he had a device that let me look into my ear while he was. And
You know, I've always wanted to see what those things look like in the inside of an ear.
to my surprise, it was healed. I was shocked. 2 weeks earlier, when we were just learning that my eardrum was ruptured, the doctor let my family look and see, and they all said it looked like a bullet went through my head. Like, the eardrum wasn't just damaged, they said it was pretty much gone completely, so I assumed the healing process would take much longer. But the doctor said,
Yeah, you're young and healthy, and the body is an amazing thing. You actually healed yourself without needing us at all. Anyways, that'll be $200.
I went from no eardrum to completely healed in 2 weeks. Are you guys hearing this?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Don't worry, I'll be here all night. In conclusion, I had a great time at VidCon despite my irritating mishap.
Bro, it's really crashing
But
out.
for real, it was great seeing all the animator buddies, meeting all my wonderful fans, and getting my social interaction for the year over and done with. After all that, I think I'll go back to having no ears and not listening again. I've heard enough.
Bro, let me crash out this time. Bro was really dragging those air jokes out, huh? Well, anyway, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and smash that subscribe button. Share this video with a friend. And if you want me to do more, just let me know in the comments.
Stitch had fun today, made adventure out of play. Imagination led the way, but now it's time to say, see you next time, friend of mine. Every day's a chance to shine. We laughed and played, made messes too, with goofy dreams that all came true. See you next time, friend of mine. Let's dream up what comes next. What'll we build? Who will we be? What will we see? Pirates, monsters, space, or sea? Imagine